You might come across RGB and CMYK model in graphic designing, and you might have thought that what are these color models? Well, RGB is a combination of three colors, R for red, G for green and B for blue. Well, this is an additive color, and when these three colors are mixed, white color is given off. Well, it can be understood best on Photoshop. Let's say I take any file size and then I leave it color black. And when I open the channel section, I click on red and then I will leave a circle having white color with brush. And then when I will come to original image, you can see that it's red while I painted it white. Similar is case in green, and one thing you can notice is that the green and red on mixing gives yellow. Now when blue is painted, it will give cyan color. On mixing with green and magenta on mixing with red. This is the basic principle of RGB color mode, that three colors are just used and they give several colors. And I may recall that in the start of video, I said that it is an additive color and white color is given off by mixing these three colors. You can see in the center that white color is present. So RGB is an umbrella term of colors, which means that it includes much more colors than we think about. In each RGB color, whether it's red, green or blue, in each color has 256 different colors from darker to lighter, and we know that RGB is the product of three colors. Like in algebra, when there is x, y, x and y are product of each other. So when 256 is multiplied by each other 3 times, it will give 16.7 million colors, which means that RGB is a vast term in colors, and it includes much more color than we think. I will also recall that when you are buying and displaying item like mobile, LCD or monitor, when you check its screen specification, it will be written that there are 16 million colors, in which it means that it has a good display. Now coming on to CMYK, it does not include much colors as RGB, and it is much different than RGB in the sense that these are pigment colors. And what is pigment colors? Pigments are chemicals that absorb selective wavelength. They prevent certain wavelength of light from being transmitted or reflected. A particular pigment show only those wavelengths which are reflected back, and those that are absorbed are disappeared. For example, paint contains pigments, so it can be applied anywhere. But when I turn on any light, this is the color that my eyes perceive. I can't apply that color anywhere. So CMYK is a pigment color. I can also illustrate CMYK in Photoshop like I did with RGB. Let's open any file size, and in color mode I will prefer CMYK, and then I will do the same stuff I done with RGB. I will paint every channel, and you will see that these colors on mixing gives black, unlike RGB. Now what are these uses? CMYK is used in printing and painting because RGB cannot be used in these applications. I illustrate this because as a graphic designer, it is important to know it. Understanding the difference and knowing how to prevent color problems is key to successful graphic designing and printing. I hope this detailed explanation will help you in understanding the fundamental difference, and it will be helpful. Make sure to like the video and subscribe the channel if you haven't subscribed yet. I will meet you in another video. Till then, it's goodbye.